Here's the morning routine that I've refined and improved over the course of the last 2 years, where I've been dabbling in self-improvement to going all in on self-improvement. I'm going to be breaking down each step, why I do it, how I do it, what I do in each step, and how it helps me gain mental clarity and has helped me build a marketing agency that now has a multi-six-figure run rate in just 8 months of being in business. I'm going to break down each step, why I do it, and how you can implement it into your life to not only gain mental clarity, be happier, but just live a better life in general and really set up your day to stack wins and make more money. Let's get right into it. So on this list, there is 7 different things that I do that sets me up for the day and makes me stack 7 W's, which means 7 wins, 7 acts that I said I would do, and then I completed them, so I kept the promises to myself and built massive confidence within the first 30 minutes of me even waking up. The first one is just waking up on time. And it sounds so stupid, but if you wake up at 6:05am and you say you're going to wake up at 6am, you broke a promise to yourself. Like, you set the day up with an L. You set the day up failing. Like, just by simply waking up on time, knowing that I can come to this checklist and scribble that out, just tick it off and know that I've stacked the first win of the day, it builds massive confidence within myself just doing that. And a massive thing that helps me with this is just getting an alarm clock, like a manual alarm clock that goes da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. With a phone, I charge my phone on my desk right next to my bed. It makes it so much easier for me to hit snooze, hit snooze, hit snooze for every single alarm that I have. But by having an alarm clock, you can't see it. I have an alarm clock in the corner of my room, and I can't get to it unless I quite literally get out of bed. And then if it's going off every 10 minutes for 3 times before I should wake up anyway, I know I'm going to wake up. And it's loud. It wakes up the whole house. So having that has really helped me wake up on time every single time. Next thing is I read my morning rituals. And I know a lot of people aren't really big on morning rituals and morning routines. For me, it's helped me build humongous mental clarity. And I'll show you a few examples of what I've got in this drive. So I've got my North Star, which is basically what goes into success, breaking it down, what goes into failure, and my North Star, something that's guiding me, getting me up at the morning, and what is the goal that I'm actively working towards? What is my North Star? At the minute, it's $100,000 a month with my marketing agency. I have a journal. Now, this is on and off because I do have a manual journal. This is the one that I use on a daily basis. This is more so just if I have an extra bit of time and I've got a few things on my mind that I want to, break down. If I'm having some worries, if I've got some doubts, I'll just journal to myself and I'll make sure that I have clarity as to where that's coming from, why it's there, and the fact that I just need to keep going. I don't want to break the chain of work, of action, okay? Now, the next thing is I have harsh daily reminders. And these are harsh daily reminders. Let me click through this and read you through them. 85-year-old you would give anything to have the same health and life as you in this very moment. And every time I read that, I just look at myself. I literally just go, I'm healthy. I'm young. I've got so much energy. I've got so much drive. 85-year-old me will give away everything that you're working towards now that he's going to acquire, that 85-year-old me would have. I would give all of that away to be in the same exact situation that I'm in now. So I just need to be grateful for every moment, grateful for my family, grateful for the connections I build, grateful for the team that I can build, grateful for all the fuck-ups that help me become who I want to become. We're all going to die at some point, and I know a lot of people don't like to face that fact, but it helps me. If there's a lot of anxiety and stress and worries going on and there's problems with the business, we're all going to die at some point. It's not going to matter. Everybody's going to die. Immediately takes away that stress. Not completely, it's still there, but it helps me zoom out on the bigger picture. Nobody will know or care about your existence in 300 years. You don't really matter. Harsh reality. You're one of 8 billion people on a tiny rock in space. Nobody gives a shit what you do. Reality is, if you fail, if you embarrass yourself, if you do something that you're scared of doing and you do it and it doesn't work out, then who cares? A very select few people will probably mock you for it or ridicule you for it for, 10, 20 minutes, and then it'll be gone out of their mind and they'll move on with their lives. Millions of people die in their sleep and don't wake up in the morning. You did, and that's a blessing. Like, just being grateful for waking up in the morning and being able to sit at this desk and talk to people on a social media platform on something called the internet, when millions of people just die in their sleep. And I know it's very brutal that I'm putting it this way. I'm just grateful for those little things. So nothing you do matters. And the point of the game is to keep playing. I got this from Alex Hormozi. not to stop when it gets hard or when you've quote unquote made it. A lot of people glorify 10k a month, but the point of the game is to keep playing and not break the chain of work. I love what I do. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some things I'm like, oh, I've got to do that, but it's like I still enjoy it. And finally, the less you talk, the more they listen. And I just keep this as a daily reminder to make sure that I'm not giving away absolutely everything and just talking and not listening to the other person when I engage in a conversation with someone. I want to be one of those people that can listen to other people and they'll listen to me too. So that's the first thing that's part of my day-to-day routine. The next thing is I read 10 pages of Atomic Habits. Now, it's not always Atomic Habits. It might be a different book. It's currently Atomic Habits. What I'm currently doing is I've just read the whole book. I'm now going through all the bonus sections about how to implement it into business, not into parenthood, because obviously I'm not a parent. It wouldn't make sense for me to read that yet. And then I'm going to organize it into categories, and then I'm going to organize it into action items, and then take action on those items. Because there's no point in reading a book if you're not going to act on it, in my personal opinion. I made that mistake. I learned from it. I'm now putting that into action. Next thing is filling out my gratitude journal. In the morning, this is what I do every morning and night. So I'm grateful for 3 things. This is how I'll make today great. 4 things. Positive affirmation. Now, I'm not really an affirmation kind of guy. So, for example here, how am I going to make today great? I'm going to complete my get shit done list. I'm going to have a killer workout. I'm going to eat healthy food. And I'm going to stay within my calorie count. They are the 4 primary goals for today that I've broke down that contribute to the bigger goals. So, complete my get shit done list. It's contributing towards building confidence, building my business, building my health, having a killer workout, contributing towards my fitness, eating healthy, staying within calories. I'm grateful for my awareness that I feel foggy when I don't keep promises to myself. That was one of those. I'm grateful for the fact that I know if I eat shit or if I don't keep promises to myself, I feel brain fog and it doesn't feel good for me. So next thing is recapping over my habit tracker and my Done phone app. Now, if I just show you this quickly, where's my phone? I know this is going to be quite small, but this app is really good. It's called Done, and what you can do is you can quite literally just track all of your habits on here and you can tick them off as the day goes by. And I've found it's been a game changer for me, just quite literally being able to just tick these things off, checking it on a morning and a daily basis, and then I can quite literally see the analytics of each habit and how long I'm sticking to them for, how many days I've stuck to them for, when the days dip, and when most likely within the week am I not sticking to my habits. Scenario, fasting after 8 p.m, I'm most likely to break that on a Friday and a Saturday because I start negotiating with myself and telling myself it's a weekend and blah, blah, blah. But tracking my habits, ticking those things off, has been huge. So I can look at this and go, okay, I fail on this day, I completed it this day. I need to continuously look at the ticks. And instead of saying I need to break the habit, just having the habit of being able to either tick or cross whether I completed that habit just makes me aware of my bad habits and my good habits and how I can improve on that. Next thing, I drink 1 litre of water as soon as I wake up. Got this from Bedros Keuilian. I immediately drink 1 litre of water just to hydrate the body and just get feeling good. And it kind of fills me up, you know. If I'm hungry in the morning and I know I don't want to eat, I can just guzzle a litre of water and then I'm happy. Final thing is I send out 1 gratitude text message. I'll send out some sort of message. So, for example, I sent one out to my auntie. I was like, I'm really grateful for you looking after me. I know we don't speak as much, but I really appreciate you. And she basically told me it made her day. And just that random act of kindness is amazing because it made me feel good. It made her feel good. There's no downside to it. And it took me 2 minutes to do. That simple act of kindness sets me up for the day. And these things are what gives me mental clarity and makes me feel amazing when I start my day.